Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Charlie Walker, and today I want to talk to you about how you can create a mini course using Facebook Messenger alone. So, this is going to be great for somebody that maybe you are interested in creating a course, but you've been working on it for like maybe 6 months, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and you're still not really done. You're still kind of piddling around, saying, "Oh, I got to work on this course." A mini course is really the best way to just get started, especially if you're a beginner, because it gets you in front of the camera. You only have to create 5 videos. It doesn't have to be hours long. It can maybe be an hour, hour and a half of actual video, right? You can knock that out. And with Facebook Messenger, it's going to allow you to actually deliver the course via Facebook Messenger. And I'll show you kind of how we can do that. But that's going to allow you to create your course without having to go through some expensive software option. And also, that can be great for somebody that is just getting started, and you don't want to pay $99 a month or whatever that is. And you want to just use something simple, which this is what it's going to be. And Facebook Messenger bots, if you've been following them, they're very powerful because they have really high open rates compared to emails, just for a lot of reasons, which is really going to make your audience, your students, stay on track. So they're going to be really reading your message. Hey, time to start day 2, get to work, that kind of thing. So it's definitely good for a beginner, but it's also good for somebody that is advanced and they have, maybe you have like a full-fledged course or a fleet of courses. This is still going to be a really great option, and it's very flexible in how you can use it. So this is kind of a little map that I drew up because I like to see things pretty visually. And so the way that this is going to work, and you don't need to know everything about chatbots or messenger bots right now. I'm going to be using ManyChat is what I use primarily, but you don't really need to even know anything about chatbots to kind of understand how this is going to work. And then maybe you can spend a little bit of time learning about messenger bots. It's really a lot easier than most people think, to be honest. All right, so the way this would work is you would start off with a growth tool, as they're called, ManyChat, but you can think of it as a link, and you can set up the software so that you get a link that you can send to your email list, or you can put on your blog post or in social media, maybe your Facebook group, anything. Somebody clicks this link, and they're going to get a message in Facebook Messenger that says, welcome, do you want to start the course? Do you want to start the 5-day challenge? So it can really be that simple. It can be very complex, where you can have a really elaborate Facebook page or a squeeze page where you're collecting their email, their name, and you can have a little checkbox. But I'm going to try to keep it simple for now because not everybody might know how this works. So they click your button, and then they go to a message. And we're going to jump to that in a second, to what it's actually going to look like. Let's just jump right into it. Let me get back through here. Don't worry about all of this. Sorry, my dog's hanging out with me. So I've got kind of 2 levels. So I've got a very simple one, and I've got something more advanced I'll talk through later. So I created, this is called a flow. So when somebody clicks that link, they see this, and it's as simple as just typing some text here. Welcome, and it's supposed to be their first name. It'll pull from their first name from Facebook. So you just do these little, so it'll say, "Hey Charlie," depending on if the person happens to be Charlie. Okay, so what's going to happen is they're going to click your button, and then they're going to go to get a message in Facebook Messenger. If they're on their phone, which they most likely are, they're going to see it ding and show up around their phone, and it'll make them go right to it, basically. And you're going to have something that says something better than this. I just threw this text together as an example. But you can make it as simple as saying, here's the message. Thanks for joining the mini course. It's going to be great. Something better than that, obviously. Day 1 is 1 click away. Click below to see the training. And what you can do is, you're not actually going to host your videos inside Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger has, it's Facebook that has the limits, but they have like a 20 megabyte limit. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to you're going to go to YouTube, upload the video, but then you're going to make it unlisted. You can make it listed, but I think that somebody going through a course, they're going to feel like they're being given more value if it's an unlisted, secret course, secret video. So all you'll do here for the button is go to youtube.com/whatever the link is, right? And so once this person clicks on this, we're going to subscribe them into a sequence. And what's going to happen then is 24 hours after they click that button, they're going to get a message that says, we can go right to it, automation sequences. And I had this one set up, and I just created one message. Oh yeah, and I made them super simple because it's just an example. It says, day 2, come get your training. But they would get a message. They would get a message that says, here's day 2's training. It's this, this, and this. This is what you're going to get out of it. Here's why you should click on it. Go watch the video. That kind of thing. And it's the same thing. You're going to set up the button. It's going to go to a website, youtube.com/whatever your link is. And that's that. Now, this sequence is going to be the same for several days. After the 5th day, and depending on how far advanced you are with your course creation, like I said, if you are somebody that has a full, $200, $300, $400, $500 course, and you want to use this mini course as a way to promote that course, this is a great way to do that because you can send them a message on the last day. So notice that this is all saying after one day. So 24 hours after day 1, they're going to get day 2, then day 3, then day 4, then day 5. And what a lot of people will do is on day 5 of their mini course, they'll really just sell their paid course, right? Because this is a free mini course where you're delivering value for 4 straight days. And maybe day 5 you give partial value, and then you switch right into sales mode and say, look, if you really are interested in this topic, you're on day 5, so I know that you are interested in this and want to learn more about this. This just scratches the surface, and this is all the more stuff that my course is going to show you. And here's the link to go buy it. And then you would probably need something like Teachable or something like that to kind of house your coursing. Wow, that's not a word. House your course. But Facebook Messenger is so good because, like I said, the open rate. So if you send somebody a message, they're really going to see it, especially a follow-up sales message. You have to be careful with the terms of service with Facebook because they really don't like people sending Facebook sales messages after a certain period of time. So we're going to kind of be able to work within the rules of that by not sending a sales message, but saying, are you interested in this? So we'll say, oh yeah, the example that I went through was that I was looking at my dog. Your dog pees in the house, and you have a mini course to fix that. I'm looking at you, Murphy. So yeah, that was kind of the example that I went through. And so you're saying, hey, would you be interested in advanced dog training? Would you love, just some copy? And then if they say yes, really, or if they say no, but we're not going to send them sales stuff if they say no. If they click a button that says yes, that re-engages the Facebook terms of service to where you can then send them some sales promotional information. So, then you would say, well, great, we actually have a training package we're running a discount just for people going through our mini course. Go here to check it out. That kind of thing. And then you can also follow up, the next day with the same thing, the same message. Or you could even potentially, if they clicked on this button, that would re-engage the 24+1 rule, which you need to go into. But that would kind of reset the clock, and you could follow up the next day and say, hey, we saw that you were interested in this. There's actually a limited time offer, and you only have 24 hours left to go ahead and buy this. So at this price with these bonuses, so go ahead and take advantage of that, right? So, hopefully that gives you some ideas of how you could set up a mini course. All you have to do is put it on YouTube, and Facebook Messenger will take care of the rest of this. I did want to go through a little bit more advanced. Oh yeah, so I didn't cover really fully this funnel map. Kind of what I envisioned is, they go in through a link or a Facebook ad or whatever it is, and they get your introduction to go to day 1. Then they get dripped day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and you get a sales pitch. This would go to their to a sales page, right? If they wanted to buy the full course, and then you would have an upsell. I'm saying you would have an upsell, but it's up to you. Upsells will typically just increase your cart value, which will obviously give you more profits and make you be able to spend a little bit more money on ads than you otherwise would. So just kind of growing your customer base. And then following it with some cart closing, scarcity. That's where I was getting into hey, this deal is closing in 24 hours. You need to go ahead and purchase it now. So just that's kind of the concept. Now, there's something else that I want to go through. If you are, it's not really that advanced, but I think it kind of has a little bit more advanced concepts. This is around segmentation. So let's say that somebody opts into your bot by clicking the link, and you want to segment them into 2 different groups, or 4 different, or 10 different groups. It's really easy to do that, and the way that you would do that is on the front end. So I'm going to go back to I call this level 2. So what if instead of just sending them day 1, you said, welcome to the mini course, is going to be great. Day 1 video is just 3 clicks away. And you start asking them questions. And with Facebook Messenger, it's super easy because they just click one button and it responds just like they just said, less than 1 year. So it gives them options, and they just click a button, and based on this button, it'll go to the next question. And notice that I have specific questions for each group. So if they're less than 1 year, I'm going to say, is the puppy still peeing in the house? Let me show you these guys. He's just running away. That's my boy Tuck. He's 2.5. Murphy over there. He's 1 year old. He's still peeing in the house. I don't understand. He's marking his territory. He's potty trained. That's what he's doing. Anyways, he's still peeing in the house. Peed on my coat yesterday. All right, so are they peeing in the house or not? And notice that I have specific questions for each. And if they're less than 1 year, I'm saying, are they still peeing in the house? Because that's a big concern for dog owners that have a dog that's less than 1 year. So, and then the question, if he's greater than 1 year, I'm going to assume that maybe he's not peeing in the house, or there's probably a small subset that are still not potty trained yet. So then I'm going to go into how many tricks does it know. And so, this is obviously just an example, but you can think through how this could work in your business. What kind of segments do you have in your business? Because I've given the customer, they had to click 2 buttons, and then I've put them into 4 different buckets. Now, where this could come into play is I may have 4 specific small targeted products for each of these customers, each of these customer segments. So if I have a package that's stop your puppy from peeing, potty train your puppy in 5 days, somebody that's in this segment might be really interested in that. But not everybody that's gone through this link would necessarily be interested in that. So by setting up, they just click 2 times, you can find out specific information about their real pain points. So similarly, if the dog knows more than 5 tricks, it's a fairly trained dog. Not looking at you, Murph. So they may want to learn some advanced training. So you may have an offer for, teach your dog these 7 advanced tricks in 5 days. That kind of thing. Something that will fit the criteria for that dog. And maybe if it's more than a year old and it's less than 5 years old, it knows less than 5 tricks. Maybe it's maybe they have some obedience problems. Maybe this person really, they're going through your mini course of dog training, so they want to better their relationship with their dog, but maybe this is where you need to give them like a foundations course, like a foundations of dog training and dog obedience, that kind of thing. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this, and make this your own. Think through. I gave him a little peanut butter Kong, if you're familiar with that, and the big one's just growling at the other one because I hope you guys can hear that. All right, so I'm going to go through this. So where this comes into play, how does this come into play with your business? So if you have segmented them into these 4 different categories, and you've put in some effort, put in some work, what you could do then is, this would involve something like a Teachable or ClickFunnels or Kartra or something a little bit more advanced, where you're going to send them to specific pages based on their segmentation. Okay, so now everybody on this thing is going to go to the same page for your mini course, and it's going to be hosted somewhere else. We're not going to do that here. And it's just going to be a straight up landing page, right? And I'll show you an example from my business, but the next page that they see after they opt in is going to be this specific offer. So you're going to say, thanks for joining the mini course on dog training. Check out this special offer for, or whatever the copy is. Check out this special message that I have that can get your puppy to stop peeing in the house in 5 days flat. Or, foundations of dog obedience training. And maybe it's a $27, $37 type dollar item because you just give them something free. Maybe they're willing to spend a little bit more money with you. But when you use the segmentation like this, you're going to have a much better conversion rate than if you just said, hey, buy my advanced dog training package, because that might not apply to 75%. So whatever your conversion rate was going to be anyways, knock it down 75%. Said another way, you should be able to quadruple your conversion rates if you have such targeted information. And people are not, they've clicked on your bot. If they're going to click a single button, it's not that bad for them to click 2 more, right? If they're going to click to watch your video or enroll in it, 2 more buttons is not a big thing, and you should let them know that up front. And now why I say this, why I think that's important to try to make $27 out of your subscriber or $37 out of this low ticket offer is really because if you can make this work, guys, if you can make this work and you can get a certain percentage of your subscribers, hey, come on, Daddy's trying to do a course. Let me just show them to you. Hey, puppies, you're on the internet. Down. All right. Okay. That's just really important part that we got kind of caught up in. If you can make this work, if you can get, let's say, 1 out of 20 subscribers, or let's say 1 out of 10 people on your subscriber list that go through this thing with your targeting end up buying your $20, $30 item. What that means is you're going to be earning just straight profit about $3 to $4 per subscriber. So what that means is you can go to Facebook ads, turn it on, and you can be willing to pay for up to $3, $4 per subscriber. Mm-hmm. What that means then is you can basically have unlimited free traffic, unlimited free customers, people that have paid money that can potentially move through your value ladder or your ascension funnel, whatever that is, that would be really interested in your core offers, your high dollar items, your $299 course, your $1,000 training, or your $40 a month continuity program, or your membership, that kind of thing. That's why I think the segmentation is so important. Not so that you can squeeze out $27 or $30 or $40 out of your customers on the front end, but so that you can offset your ad costs so that you can scale them to really high levels. So that's it for today's training, guys. I'll see you next time.